Welcome back to Megra YouTube. On this channel, I do travel vlogs, I do product reviews, I just basically do all the things I feel like doing, some beauty, some clothes, some shopping. And so if you're interested at all in that type of content, please consider subscribing. And let's get on with the video. So in today's video, I am doing an apartment tour of our old apartment. We just moved into a new apartment literally right across the street. Not even right across the street. It's in the same building, but it's like the apartment over. And so I'm going to do kind of an outro tour of the one that we moved out of. We lived in a motorhome for about 3.5 years and traveled all across the US. And our whole goal of that was to find where we actually wanted to buy a house and live. And we didn't, within that time frame, the pandemic happened and the housing market is the way that it is. And so, yeah, we're just not ready to buy in this type of market. And so we decided, okay, we're gonna rent. But we didn't have any furniture because, you know, we had been living in a motorhome. So we decided, where do we want to rent? And we decided to go to Newport Beach, California, because we're like, well, if you're going to wait out the housing market, what better place to do it than by the beach? And so we decided on living here. And then we also decided, let's live in a place that's already furnished, because if it's already furnished, that's one less headache that we've got to worry about. We literally just bring in like our toiletries, our clothes, and like towels and like, you know, simple stuff like that. It's not like a huge move from the motorhome. And so that's what we did. We found a place that was fully furnished and we brought all of our stuff in, and then we sold the motorhome. So this is the place that we moved into that was fully furnished already. It's literally steps from the beach. It's right near the Balboa Fun Zone, right near the Balboa Pier, within walking distance. It's a pretty epic location. And this place, it was fully furnished, but it is definitely not our style, right? And at the time, we didn't really care about like the style and stuff like that. We just cared about the ease of not having to like furnish a whole place, especially if we were just gonna rent it. And we just wanted to like move in and go to the beach. So that's what we did. Whereas our new place, we rented and it is not furnished. And so we are in fact like choosing our furniture that's going in there. And it's actually been quite fun. And it's much smaller too. Like our new unit is just a studio. And so we didn't really have to, you know, furnish a huge place or anything like that. So it wasn't like a huge task or anything. Whereas this place was a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, and yeah, so it would have been a lot more to actually furnish this place. Okay, so when you first walk into the door, you are walking basically right into the dining room. They do have this pretty large table, and whenever we lived here, we had it always up against that wall, so then the walking space between here was pretty open. And since it is just Sean and I living here the majority of the time, he would sit there and I would sit there, and so we didn't care that if it was pushed all the way against the wall. These blinds were always shut because our neighbors live literally right next door. So like, yes, they have something blocking their patio, but I mean, the houses here in Newport Beach are so close together. So yeah, we always just kept these blinds closed for privacy reasons. So on the other side of the living room is the kitchen. And when we first moved into this kitchen, the countertops were actually a green, kind of like this horrible backsplash, that green. And so we put this peel and stick, apartment friendly, renter friendly paper that goes on the countertops, and it really made a huge difference. First of all, it brightened it up a lot in here, made it look a lot bigger, and just looks a lot nicer than that green. I actually kind of wish I had painted this like a white or something, that tile. Now that I know that the owner would have been cool with that, but I didn't know at the time when we moved in. So yeah, it's a pretty tiny kitchen, but again, when you go from living in a motorhome to this, it seems ginormous. You have a full stove, a full fridge, then there's a pantry. So yeah, it's pretty nice kitchen. If you're at all interested in the product that we use to actually do these countertops, then I will link that below. And I just got it on Amazon, and it wasn't really that easy to apply, to be honest with you. I would highly suggest that you watch some other YouTube videos on how to actually apply them. That's all I did, was I watched the YouTube videos and then I just kind of went for it. But it wasn't easy, and we had to redo a bunch of stuff, and you'll still see, like, we're not professionals, so like there's like a line here. This is not well done. But again, this the owner, he was totally cool with it. In fact, every time he walked in here after we did it, he was like, wow, I can't believe what a difference that made. And I fully intended on taking it off whenever we left, but he was like, no, just keep it on. He was totally cool with it. So like I said, it's renter friendly. You can just peel it off. And so that was the intention. I bought it with the intention of just, okay, when we leave, I'll just take it off. But the owner really liked it, so we've kept it on for him. Okay, so then you walk through here. There's a desk, a nice window. He does have a TV for this whole area. I just think he doesn't really have everything positioned the way that he's going to have it for the new renters, but a TV does go there. And a lot of these books, I think, are going into the other unit downstairs, because when we first moved in, these were up here, and there are like lights and stuff up there. And then the books, he didn't have this many books. So I don't know how he's going to do it for the new renter, but hopefully it'll be a lot less stuff. And then this is the rest of the living rooms. We do have like a pretty good sized couch in here, and there is a hutch over here which has like wine glasses and all kinds of stuff on the inside. And when we moved in, we took down all of those curtains, because I'm not sure that this video is going to show it, but between these buildings, you actually, so like in between right there, you actually do get water views. And so when I was here, I was like, the whole point of us being here is to be by the beach. And so I took down all of these curtains, because I was like, I don't want anything impeding our view of the beach and of the water. And then this is actually a working stove, or a working fireplace. It is gas, which I love this thing. We've had so many mornings where Sean would sit there and I would sit here just drinking our coffee and just enjoying that fireplace. And during the holidays, it was amazing too. This fireplace is definitely one of the things I'm going to miss about this apartment, because the new place that we just moved into doesn't have this feature. And I really, really will miss it during the winter and during the holidays and whatnot. Okay, so on the other side, this is the second bedroom. So it does have a dresser. It doesn't really have an actual closet. They had one of those wardrobes, but they moved it into another unit. But yeah, it had a wardrobe that had, you know, things where you can hang some clothes and whatnot, but they moved it. So if you were actually going to move into this place, you might want to put in, like, you know, take out one of those shelves and then put in a rod where you can actually hang some clothes. And that's it for this second bedroom. So the master bedroom is going to be a little dark in here, because Sean had put on these insulators onto the windows, and then also included, they're insulators, but they also block a lot of the light. So it really made it dark, quiet, and it kept the warmth in, because the windows that are here are the slat windows. Hold on, let me just show you. So like these windows, they're slat windows, so they just open and then close, and they really don't hold in any of the warmth during the winter time. So like I said, Sean just insulated them, so it made it warmer and darker. And this is a king size bed that they have in here. There is a dresser here. Here we go. On the headboard there's a place for the 2 lamps, but there's also a place for you to put like a phone and, you know, a cup of coffee or tea or something. And then you do have like a full dresser, so that's a good amount of space. And then in here is somewhat of a walk-in closet. So you have both sides. It goes there and then there. And you can fit a good amount of clothing in here and shoes. So that's it for that one. And then there's also another closet here. So we just split this up, and Sean got this one, this smaller one, and I got this larger one. So I consider it a his and hers kind of closet situation in this place, which was really enjoyable considering, like I said, we moved from the motorhome and we didn't have any closet space whatsoever. So to have his and her closets in here was pretty epic. All right, so here is the bathroom. It is only one bathroom. So, and you have to walk through the master bedroom to get to the bathroom. So that part kind of sucked when we had people over, because they would be in the spare bedroom, and if they had to get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, they would be walking through our room. But we really didn't have that many visitors, so it wasn't really that big of a problem. Now, if you did stay in this place and you had kids, let's say, staying in the second bedroom, then I feel like it would be problematic. But for like a couple of, you know, for a couple, it's really not that big a deal. So, and we did have, this is my favorite part, we did have this big tub, and you still even see like my bubble bath stuff. I will miss this. We do not have a tub in the new place, and I take a bath pretty much every single night. It's my way to unwind from work, and so I will miss that a ton. And then in here, this is really like we put our laundry basket in there and closed it like this, and it's kind of cool because it just has like a little spring on it. You could just dump your clothes in there, which was super cool. And then there's, you know, just more storage, tons of storage in here. And then from here, there is the laundry room in here. Let me close this because that's the new place. So this laundry is shared between the new unit that we're going to be living in and this old unit that I'm showing you right now. So the laundry in here is shared, and it's pretty much just a closet. And then the patio is also shared. So the patio, you'll see over there, that's our new unit. And so that's where we will be staying. But the unit here that they're going to be renting out will have this whole area right in here. Okay, well, that's it. That's the whole tour of this place. You can kind of get an idea. If they have this on the market, which I haven't seen it at the time I'm filming this video, I haven't seen it on Zillow yet, because that's how we found it. We found it on Zillow. We did it for rentals here on the peninsula in Newport Beach, but I haven't seen them list it yet. And once they do, I will put it in the description, like a link to it. I'll put it in the description of this video so you can take a look and you know, apply if you're at all interested in living here in Newport Beach in a furnished apartment. Thank you so much for doing this tour with me. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, give it a like. And if you did enjoy this, you might also enjoy the empty tour that I did of our new place. And if so, check out that video.